You do not stumble upon this by mistake. Nothing in your world shows up uninvited. This very moment, this message, is the echo of something you have already accepted within. If you see this, it is your time to win. You have cried, hoped, doubted, and still held on. And now the answer arrives not from outside, but from within you. For nothing can appear in your world unless it first finds residence in your imagination. There are no coincidences here. The reason this message finds you now is because your consciousness is finally ripe. You no longer need to chase, beg, or plead. You need only assume. Assume that what you desire is already yours. Assume that the victory is not ahead, but here, now, within. When you assume the feeling of already having, the world conforms. Not instantly always, but certainly. You don't need to see proof before you believe. That is the old way. You believe, and then it must be seen. You win the moment you feel you've won. So many wait for signs, but signs follow. They do not lead. This message isn't the cause of your win. You are the cause, and this message is the effect. It appears now because you have awakened. You have believed just enough, imagined just enough, to summon your own reminder. Let this moment be your turning point. Walk in the certainty that it's already done. Let go of time and feel the state of being victorious. It's already yours. Act from it, speak from it, sleep in it, dwell in the state of I am, not I will be. You don't win later, you win now. Because if you can see this, really see this, then you're ready to claim it. And so, I tell you again, if you see this, it's your time to win. Now, if this message has reached your eyes, understand that it is not a matter of luck, chance, or accident. Nothing in this life happens randomly. Not even the smallest moment. You are not a passive observer in a chaotic world. You are the one who invites, who calls, who attracts everything into your experience through the quiet power of your awareness. There is a law at work in your life, whether you are conscious of it or not. And this law is simple. Whatever you are aware of being, you will become. Your world will always mirror what you accept as true in the stillness of your inner mind. So, if you're reading these words, it's because some deeper part of you already knew the truth they contain. It's not a discovery, it's a remembrance. You see, your awareness is like a magnet. It draws into your field the images, the people, the signs, and the words that echo your dominant state of consciousness. The moment you shift inwardly, just slightly, your external world begins to reassemble itself to reflect that change. That is why this message appeared when it did. Not a second too soon, not a moment too late. Because your inner being is always speaking, always directing, always selecting what you see, based on what you are ready to accept. Awareness is not passive, it is power. The power that designs and builds every condition you walk through. You are not here merely to observe your circumstances, but to understand that they are flowing out from you, formed and shaped by the assumptions you carry within. And when your awareness changes, your entire reality must follow. The outer must submit to the inner. This is not a theory, it is a law. So ask yourself, what is it in you that brought this moment into being? What is it that made these words cross your path now and not before? It is not the words that are magical, it is you. It is your growing awareness, your subtle, quiet awakening to your true nature that call this into view. When you begin to awaken, the world changes its face. What once seemed distant, unreachable, or impossible now feels familiar, as though it had always belonged to you. And that is the truth. Nothing is kept from you. It only waits for your recognition. It waits for your consciousness to say, "This is mine, I accept this as true." This message is not here to convince you, it is here to reflect you. It is here to say, yes, your inner shift has already occurred. Yes, your desire has already been heard. Yes, the world is responding, and you need do nothing more than stay aware, stay faithful to that which you now know. So take this moment not as a coincidence, but as confirmation. You saw this because something in you changed. You saw this because your awareness called it forth. And now that it has appeared, it will not return void. It will fulfill what you have believed, quietly, faithfully, and completely. Life is not something that happens to you like a random storm blowing through your existence. It is not a series of uncontrollable events imposed on you by fate, luck, or circumstance. Instead, life happens through you. You are not a helpless victim swept along by external forces. You are the powerful originator, the unseen cause behind every effect that appears in your world. This moment, the very instant you are experiencing now, is proof of your creative power. It is a living confirmation that you are the master artist, painting your reality with the brushstrokes of your imagination, your feelings, and your beliefs. Every thought you hold, every emotion you nurture, and every mental image you dwell upon is the invisible seed from which your outer world grows. Understand this deeply. You are the cause, not the effect. The circumstances you face, the people you meet, the opportunities you encounter, all are manifestations that flow out from the fertile soil of your inner consciousness. When you believe that life happens to you, you give your power away and become a mere passenger on a journey dictated by others. But when you awaken to the truth that life happens through you, you reclaim your throne as the sovereign creator of your destiny. Your mind is the fertile ground where your future is planted. It may feel at times as if the external world is solid, immovable, and independent of your will, but appearances are deceiving. The world you perceive is a reflection of your inner state. Change your assumptions, and your entire experience begins to shift accordingly. This is not a theory, it is the natural law of consciousness at work. You look back on your life and recognize the moments when you succeeded, when you overcame obstacles, or when joy and peace flooded your being. None of these victories were accidents or coincidences. They were direct results of the images and beliefs you held in your mind, whether consciously or unconsciously. When you hold a clear, confident vision of your success, you activate the unseen forces that bring that vision into form. This moment is your invitation to step fully into that truth. It asks you to stop blaming circumstances, other people, or the world itself for your current situation. Instead, see yourself as the originating power behind everything you experience, the good, the bad, the challenges, and the triumphs. All of it is flowing through you because you have allowed it to be. Victory is not something to be chased outside of yourself. It is a state to be assumed within. You do not wait for conditions to become favorable. You become favorable. You do not hope for success to find you. You find it by embodying the consciousness of success right now. This is the true meaning of being the cause and not the effect. In claiming this power, you take responsibility for your life. Responsibility is not a burden, it is freedom. Freedom to create what you desire. Freedom to choose your thoughts. Freedom to shape your world by what you believe and feel. This moment confirms that you have stepped into your role as the conscious creator of your reality. No longer a victim, but a victor. Embrace this awareness. Live from this place. Your life is not happening to you. It is happening through you. And that means Your victory is already on its way. Imagination is the invisible blueprint from which every reality is born. Before anything takes shape in the physical world, it first exists in the unseen realms of your mind. Whatever you vividly imagine, whatever scenes you replay in your consciousness with feeling and detail, is already planted like a seed within the fertile soil of reality. This is not a metaphor, but a fundamental truth. Imagination precedes reality. When you allow yourself to clearly see and deeply feel the experience you desire, you are not merely dreaming or wishing. You are actively creating. Your imagination is the workshop where your future is crafted. Every successful person, every great invention, every moment of joy and achievement began as an idea in someone's mind, a vision held with such intensity and emotional conviction that it moved from possibility into inevitability. This means that the quality of your imagination matters more than you might realize. It is not enough to casually think about what you want. The imagination must be vivid, detailed, and saturated with feeling. When you see yourself living your victory, hear the sounds, feel the emotions, smell the surroundings, even taste the sweetness of success, you are giving birth to a reality that must come forth. The more real it feels inside, the stronger its hold on the unseen realm, and the faster it begins to manifest outside of you. Seeing this message right now is a confirmation that your imagination has done its part. It means that somewhere deep inside you have already envisioned the victory you seek. This message is not random. It is a sign that the harvest is near. The seed you planted long ago through your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs is ripening and about to show itself in your world. Many wait for the outside world to change before they allow themselves to feel successful, to believe in their dreams, or to act with confidence. But this is putting the cart before the horse. The order is always the same. First, the seed is planted in imagination. Then it grows silently beneath the surface, and only then does it emerge as visible reality. Your job is to tend to your inner garden with care and faith, trusting that what you have imagined is taking form even when you cannot yet see it. This is why feelings are so crucial. They are the water and sunlight of your mental seed. Without feeling, imagination remains lifeless, like a blueprint without a builder. But when you feel the emotions of having already arrived, joy, gratitude, peace, you breathe life into your vision and accelerate its unfolding. Reality is a mirror reflecting your inner state. What you imagine and feel now shapes what will appear before your eyes tomorrow. The fact that you see this message means your internal landscape has shifted toward the victory you seek. It means the unseen process of creation is well underway. So hold your vision firmly. Keep your imagination alive and rich with feeling. Know that your desired reality is not a distant dream, but a present unfolding. The harvest you have worked for, the victory you have imagined with such clarity, is not a question of if, but when. And the when is very soon, because imagination always precedes reality, and your imagination has already spoken. Right now, at this very moment, I invite you to step into the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Do not wait for the world outside to validate your dreams or prove your success. The true power lies not in the external circumstances, but in your inner state, the feeling that you are already where you desire to be, that you have already achieved what you seek. This is the secret that transforms dreams into reality. To assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled means to embody it completely, to live and breathe the sensation of having what you want as if it is already yours. It is not a distant hope or a future possibility. It is a present reality within your imagination and emotions. When you feel your success inwardly, you align your consciousness with the outcome you desire. This alignment sets in motion the unseen forces that bring your inner state into manifestation. Many people wait for external signs, proof that their wish is coming true, before they allow themselves to feel victorious. But this waiting is a delay. The outer world is always responding to the inner world, not the other way around. You do not need to see the evidence first. You must feel the reality first. Your inner feeling is the cause, and the external evidence is the effect. Imagine for a moment that your desire has already been fulfilled. What does that feel like? Is there a sense of peace, a surge of joy, confidence, pride, relief? Hold on to that feeling. Let it fill every part of your being. Let it color your thoughts and shape your expectations. This is your new reality, not in the distant future, but in this moment. When you consistently assume this feeling, your mind and heart become a magnet for the conditions, people, and events that match it. You begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. Your decisions become clearer because they are rooted in the certainty of your fulfilled desire. You carry yourself differently, with a quiet confidence that radiates out and influences everything around you. This is not about pretending or wishful thinking. It is about embracing a higher truth, that your inner feeling is the creative force behind your life. The world outside is a reflection of what you hold inside. When your inner world changes, your outer world must follow. So let go of doubt and impatience. Do not seek confirmation from the outside before you feel the success inside. Instead, cultivate the feeling that your wish is already fulfilled, and watch as the world rearranges itself to match your state of consciousness. This feeling is the bridge between desire and reality. Walk across it with faith, and your victory will be inevitable. The key is to embody this feeling consistently, especially in moments when the outer world seems silent or resistant. Persistence in feeling your fulfilled wish is the unwavering faith that moves mountains. It is the inner confirmation that you are already victorious, regardless of what the senses report. Right now, assume the feeling of your success. Let it become your truth. When you do this, you activate the natural law of manifestation, and nothing can stand in the way of your fulfillment. Your wish is already done within you. Now let your feelings announce it to the world. You see this message now because you are ready now. It did not come yesterday, and it will not wait until tomorrow. The appointed time, the perfect moment when your desires begin to unfold, is always the moment you accept it within yourself. Divine timing is not some distant clock ticking outside of you. It is the natural alignment of your inner readiness with the flow of creation. Too often, we look to the external world, waiting for the stars to align or for circumstances to become favorable before we believe we can move forward. We imagine that there is a special date, a perfect season, or a lucky break that will suddenly unlock our dreams. But this is an illusion born from a limited perception of time. The truth is, the universe does not operate on our schedules. It responds to the readiness of your mind and heart. When your inner world shifts, the outer world follows in perfect harmony. The appointed time is not something you wait for outside yourself, it is something you activate within. The moment you are willing to receive, the moment you say yes to your dreams and accept them as already yours, you set divine timing into motion. You become the conductor of the orchestra, not a spectator waiting for the music to start. This readiness is not about rushing or forcing events to happen. It is about cultivating a state of being where resistance melts away and trust replaces doubt. It is the deep inner knowing that your desires are not separate from you, but already part of the unfolding reality. This knowing opens the door for the universe to deliver with ease and grace. Recognize that your past doubts, delays, and frustrations were not failures. They were preparations. They were the process of bringing your consciousness into alignment with what you truly want. Now that you have arrived at this moment of acceptance, divine timing can no longer be delayed. It responds to the clarity of your intention and the sincerity of your readiness. Many miss this truth because they believe timing is out of their control. They wait for external validation, for signs and signals that confirm their path. But these external signs are reflections of your internal state. When you accept your victory inwardly, those signs appear effortlessly and naturally. The appointed time becomes visible through your changed perception. Your readiness is a signal that you have done the inner work, whether consciously or unconsciously. You have shifted your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs to match the reality you desire. This shift activates the flow of blessings, opportunities, and synchronicities that move you closer to your goal. The universe conspires with you, not against you, when you are truly ready. So do not doubt or hesitate. If you see this message, it is because you are prepared. The moment is now. Accept it fully. Embrace the power of your readiness as the key that unlocks the door to your dreams. Let go of waiting, of questioning, of resistance. Step into the flow of divine timing, knowing that what you desire is already on its way. The appointed time is not a future event. It is the present moment you decide to claim. Your readiness ignites the spark that sets everything in motion. Trust this truth and watch as your life unfolds with perfect timing, perfect purpose, and perfect grace. This message you see now is not a signal that the door to your victory is finally opening after a long wait. Rather, it is a gentle reminder, a profound truth, that the door was never shut in the first place. The barrier you may have perceived, the obstacles that seemed to block your path, were illusions created by doubt, fear, or misunderstanding. The doorway to your success, to your fulfillment, has always stood wide open, waiting for you to walk through with confidence. Too often we believe that we must first overcome insurmountable challenges, prove ourselves worthy, or wait for the perfect moment before we can claim what is ours. But these beliefs are traps that keep us stuck in a state of waiting and hoping. The reality is far simpler and more empowering. Your victory is your birthright. It is not something you earn or gain after endless struggle. It is something you are always meant to embody. When you realize the door was never closed, you free yourself from the chains of limitation. You stop looking for external permission or signs to move forward. Instead, you recognize that the power to win has been within you all along. This is a shift in consciousness that changes everything. No longer do you see yourself as a struggler outside of success, but as a victor stepping into what was always yours. The challenges you faced were not walls, but illusions, temporary veils that clouded your vision. They tested your faith, stretched your patience, and refined your understanding of who you truly are. But now that these veils are lifted, you see clearly. The door stands open, the path is clear, and the victory is yours to claim. There is no waiting line, no final obstacle, only the invitation to step boldly forward. Walk with confidence, knowing that you were created to win. Your existence is an expression of triumph. The universe conspires in your favor when you embody this truth. Doubt and fear lose their power because they are based on the false idea of separation and lack. When you remember that the door was never closed, you reconnect with the endless flow of abundance, opportunity, and success that is your natural state. This moment is your call to action, not to push harder against resistance, but to relax into the knowing that you are already on the winning side. You have always belonged here. Your efforts, your dreams, your desires have already set the wheels in motion. The open door is your invitation to move beyond hesitation and claim your victory fully. Do not look back or wonder if you missed something. The door has been opened, welcoming you with every breath you take. The only thing that kept you from stepping through was the story you told yourself. Now release that story. Replace it with the truth of your innate power and divine right to succeed. So walk boldly into your victory. Step through the open door with certainty and grace. Embrace the truth that you were always meant to win. The universe smiles upon you because you have remembered who you are. The path is clear, the door is open, and your victory awaits you. Claim it now with courage and joy. In conclusion, remember this profound truth. Your victory is not something distant or uncertain. It has always been within you, waiting for you to recognize it, feel it, and claim it. The door to your success was never closed. Your imagination has already planted the seed of your reality. Your inner readiness has aligned with divine timing, and the feeling of your fulfilled wish is the power that shapes your world. Trust in yourself and in this perfect moment. Walk boldly forward, knowing that you were always meant to win. Thank you for opening your heart and mind to these words. May they inspire you to embrace your greatness and step confidently into the success that is rightfully yours.